Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Fate's Day Night Remastered in der Animated Bladeworks Timeline. Tohsaka hat sich ja das letzte Mal zusammengeschissen dafür, dass Shiro Projektionsmagie sozusagen so niedergemacht hat im Vergleich zum Verstärken. Mal sehen, worauf das noch hinauslaufen wird. We get away from Puccini in the living room and resume our meeting from earlier on the porch. We've been debating since noon, so I throw all my weight into it, expecting that we won't be able to reach a conclusion that easily, but...
竜道寺に挑むのは現段階では無理よ。こっちで罠を仕掛けてキャスターをおびき出すしかないでしょ。
Tohsaka starts with the solution. Well, you're right, but...
問題は罠をどうするかだけど、まあ兄さん心当たりがあるからエミヤ君は待機していて。最悪あなたとセイバーには餌になってもらうから。
She says something dangerous like that and opens the exterior sliding door. The cold air comes in. But this porch must be special, as it's only slightly chilly. The same as that night 5 years ago. This porch is the only place warm enough to be able to watch the moon even during the winter.
いい結界ね。私の家とは違って人間の情を感じる。
Oh. She sits down at the porch and stares into the yard.
ちょっと付き合わない？なんでもない話があるんだけど。
I silently sit down next to her. Tohsaka said she has something to talk about, yet she doesn't say anything. There's nothing to do, so I just stare blankly at the yard. I can't see the moon. My breath is white. It was cold enough to snow a little. When I look to Tohsaka, she's peering out over the yard, her breath white as well. Our shoulders will touch if I move a little. I'm oddly no longer flustered by the closeness. Maybe I've gotten used to it, or the magic of this winter night has been cast. The girl I admire so much is so close, yet I am strangely calm. What did you want to talk about, Tohsaka? I felt like she wanted to ask me something, so I asked her.
ちょっとね、このうちって特殊だから。人の振り見て我が振り直せじゃないけど、そのエミヤ君はそのままでもいいのかなってふと思った。
Wait, are you saying I'm fine staying an amateur?
そうじゃないんだけど、そうなのかもね。エミヤ切継って人がどんな魔術師だったか知らないけど、この屋敷はすごく自然なのよ。魔術師の工房のくせに開けてる。四方の門は開け放たれていて、入るのも帰るのもご自由にって感じ。きっと守るべきものがないから何者にも縛られないのよ。あなたのお父さんが魔術師じゃなくて魔術使いになれって言ったのはそういうことなんだと思う。何にもない代わりにどこへだって行けるんだから。
What, is it not like that for you?
ええ、私の家は違う。近所じゃ幽霊屋敷って言われてるけど、事実その通りなのよね。来るものは拒む。そのくせ入ってきたものは逃がさない。時々ね、なんか違うなって思うんだけど、これが変えられないのよ。呪われてるとかそういうんじゃなくて、私自身そういうあり方が気に入っちゃってるわけ。こういう性格をしてるから後継者に選ばれたんでしょうけど、気がついた時には割とショックだった。
So you mean when you realized you were a bully?
思うんだけど、エミヤ君って歯に衣着せないたちよね。
Really? I thought I snuck it in real well, like you do.
まったく、そういうところが直球だって言ってるの。
She sighs and her head drops down. The white residue of her breath slowly melts in the cold night. I steal a glance at her side profile and remember. The red school. Tohsaka didn't say anything, seeing the student that collapsed from Ryder's doing. She put a bright face on like always, while her knees shook and she bit her lip. That's when I realized. The more she acts like a perfect mage, the more it's like she's killing her true self. Was it hard for you, Tohsaka? I get uneasy and ask.
魔術の修行が？おあいにくさま。苦しいなんて思ったことはなかったわ。 大抵のことはすんなりこなせたし、できなくて挫折したことなんてなかったしね。それに新しいことを覚えるのは楽しかった。さっきも言ったでしょ、私生まれつきそういう性格なんだって。だからエミヤくんの心配は杞憂ってやつよ。
She tells it as she sees it. There is no bluster or lies that I can make out. Instead, I just see a wonderful smile. Okay, then what about school? If you're going to live as a mage, then isn't it pointless to go to school?
無意味とまではいかないけど寄り道でしょうね。けど無駄じゃないわよ。学生って楽しいもの。私ね、基本的に快楽主義者なの。父さんの後を継ぐのは義務だけど、それだって自分が楽しくなければやらないわ。マスターになったのだって自分の力を試したいからだし、エミヤくんと協力してるのだってあなたが面白いからだし。
Putting her opinion that I'm funny to the side, that takes weight off my shoulders. A family of mages. I thought that Tohsaka was burdened with a dark and heavy shadow because she is bound to a long history and bloodline. But I guess I don't really have a clue about that sort of thing. The Tohsaka family is not a burden or anything to her, and she has been doing what she wants freely. I see, I'm glad you're having fun.
ありがとう。で、もちろんそういうエミヤくんも楽しかったんでしょ。そうでもなければ魔術の修行なんて続かないものね。
I suppose it would be the natural conclusion. However, I find myself unable to not in
ちょっ
agreement.
と、どうして黙るのよ。エミヤくんのお父さんは強制しなかったんでしょ。それでも続けたってことは魔術が楽しかったからじゃないの？
Oh, erzählt er jetzt seine Hintergrundgeschichte ihr? Well, I have never once felt that it was fun. Magecraft has always been a dangerous trial to me. I know that I don't have the aptitude. Even so, in my desperation to be like Kiritsugu, I've clung onto it. For my first year, other than when I slept or ate, I spent all my time on training. Facing death every night, I honed my sensitivity. And I repeated that for 8 years. I didn't think it was tough, but I didn't think it was fun.
待った。ちゃんと答えて、エミヤくん。私、とんでもない勘違いをしてたかもしれないから。
Tohsaka glares at me seriously. I'm stuck. If she makes a face like that, I can't not answer. Yeah, I've never thought that Magecraft is fun. I've never thought that training is fun. But so long as others around me are happy, I'm happy too. So I thought that I could be of help to someone if I learned Magecraft. I wanted to be a hero of justice like Kiritsugu. That's why I've been learning Magecraft. I thought I could do right if I did.
じゃあ何？あんた、自分のために魔術を習ったんじゃないの？
Nein, well, isn't this for my own sake? I'm glad if I can be of help to someone.
あのね、それは嬉しいんであって楽しくはないの。いい？私が言ってるのはエミヤくん自身が楽しめることよ。周りはどうこうじゃなくて、自分から楽しいって思えることはないのかって聞いてるの。
Tohsaka is practically roaring. Even if she says that, I can't answer. I can't think of anything that's fun for me, and most of all, I don't have the right to have such a desire.
頭きた。要するにあんた、人のことばっかりで自分に焦点が合ってないのよ。
Yup. Tohsaka suddenly stands and points at me. Wait, Tohsaka, your finger. Her finger, no, her nail is digging into the tip of my nose.
うるさい、口答えするな。ああ、もう、似てるって思ってたけど、まさかここまで一緒とは思わなかった。
She rejects my objection and closes in on me even more. Das könnte ein gewisser Hinweis gewesen sein. Hold on, calm down, Tohsaka. Why are you so mad?
それがわからないやつだから頭に来てるの。もう、どうして誰も一言言ってやらないのよ。
Her fist shakes. All I can do is stay quiet. I can only do as Tohsaka says and her anger subsides. Then, after she vents all her anger,
いいわ、決めた。明日、あんたに参ったって言わせてやるから。
she says as if smacking me with a glove. That's ominous. Are we going to continue our fight? It guessed without saying that I'm referring to our bout at school. I was cornered and about to surrender, but we weren't able to settle the score since Ryder interrupted.
そうよ。いいから首を洗って待ってなさい。とっておきにスペシャルなのを味合わせてやるんだから。
Uh-oh. Tohsaka psychs herself up before walking off towards the living room. I don't know what's going to happen. Am I supposed to be ready for anything? Anyway, I have to take Tohsaka home. It's almost 10 p.m. I don't know what Fujine will say if I keep a girl out this late.
今なんて言ったのシロ?
I said I'm going to take Tohsaka home, but where is she anyway? It's not good if she doesn't go home already. Fujine is looking at me stunned. That's strange. I thought Fujine would approve right away, but she doesn't particularly seem to be in a rush.
登坂さんなら今頃別棟じゃないかな。お客さんだし、泊まるならちゃんとした客間にしないとダメでしょ?
Alright, the outbuild. No, wait, are you pulling something, Fujine? What did you just say?
まあ、おかしなこと言ってるのはシロでしょ。今日はもう遅いから登坂さんを止めるんでしょ。登坂さん、さっきそう言いに来たけど。
What? Tohsaka is staying over?
そうよ。あ、けど、おかしなことしたらダメだからね。私も和室で寝てるし、客間から悲鳴なんて上がったら一発であの世行きなんだから。
Fujine munches on rice crackers. She acts normal, as if she thinks nothing of the emergency she is describing. That girl. It looks like Fujine has already surrendered to Tohsaka.
ちょうどよかった。私、右の客間を借りるから。
Then I run into an alien while on my way to the outbuilding with the guest room. Oh, her? Oh. Her appearance makes my head spin. Tohsaka is in her own clothes, not her uniform. And she is in the hallway on my house saying something crazy.
ああ、これ？泊まることにしたから、アーチャーに行って宿泊道具一式を持ってこさせたの。そんなわけだから寝巻きはいらないわよ。ちょっと大丈夫？疲れてるなら早めに寝なさいよね。明日の朝、寝坊なんてしたら承知しないんだから。
She races and disappears into the hallway that leads to the outbuilding. I dumbfoundedly see her off, then glance at the mirror in the hallway. My face is as red as an apple. Damn it. What is she thinking, sleeping in the same house, even if we are still technically pretty far apart? Maybe I'll go take a bath again. I will pour cold water over myself and cool my burning face. I feel like I have to do so, or else Tohsaka's image will be stuck in my head, and I won't be able to focus on my training. The lights go out. Right before midnight, I look up at the frozen moon as I get lost in my training. Trace on. Resonance start. I fill my spine with a new nerve. I make a magic circuit within my body, create magical energy like I am breathing, and comprehend the structure of the Bokuto in my hand. Basic framework analyzed. I run magic energy through the sword and strengthen it. Analyze the structure after it and reinforce it. Component materialize. Component materials reinforced. The usual process is going too smoothly. I don't know if it's because I became a master, but strengthening got a lot easier. I used to only have a success rate in the single digits. I'm also able to make a magic circuit in a flash. No, it's not because I became a master. I'm just copying. His swords. I'm just imitating the red knights that I saw at the Ryodo Temple. Copying his twin swords, his sword technique, and now even his breathing. This is a fake, this isn't mean, this isn't mine. I can't help but feel self-hatred. My skills improve just by copying him. Even though I know this isn't my power, I have to rely on it. It was because of his sword technique that I was able to fight those bone puppets at school. And it was because of the projection of his twin swords that I was able to fend off Kuzuki's ferocious attacks. Even now, I'm certain that I can reproduce those swords again, if I repeat the process and put in everything I have. Like strengthening, but different. I just have to put in the start and the finish and separate it into exactly 8 sections. I have to swap out resonating with projecting. The words are still the same. There's no need to change the chant if what it does to me stays the same. First of all, I only know and can or use one spell to restructure myself. I set down the sword that I finished strengthening. The left half of my body is still numb. I had hoped this would be okay after day, but it doesn't look like I'm that lucky. If this is a trade-off for magecraft beyond my level, for imitating archer's blades, I may just destroy myself if I use projection one more time. Phew. I remove the nerve I gored into my spine. My body is released from the toxin called the magic circuit, and tension escapes my body. Then...
シロ、眠れないのですか?
Selber quietly comes inside. No, I'm fine. This is my daily routine, so don't worry. I must be relieved to have finished today's daily routine. My voice that responds is surprisingly gentle.
今日は賑やかでしたね。
Yeah, even though they're different, it was like having double Fujine. I answer a smile with a smile. Saber actually seems to ruefully mutter something under her breath as she sits down next to me.
しかし、今夜も魔術の鍛錬ですか。何があろうと予定は変えないのですね、シロは。
Yeah, my old man taught me to do it without a day of rest. Well, that's the only thing he taught me, so...
それだけ？では、魔術師としての知識もあり方も享受されてはいないのですか？
No, first of all, he wasn't even like a mage himself. He was a pain in the ass, if I'm honest. He was often spacey and a klutz. He would say you need to enjoy life to its fullest and horse around a lot like a kid. You wouldn't be able to believe him if he said he was a mage. I can tell that I'm smiling as I talk about him, about the past, the 5 years from after the fire to his death. Thinking back now, that might have genuinely been the most fun time in my life.
なるほど。そういう詩が好きだったのですね、シロは。
Yeah, Tohsaka might get mad if she hears this, but I admired him. Even though he was a free spirit and not like a mage at all, he was a magician to me. And really, I had to look after him. He was way more immature than I was.
ええ、シロの気持ちはわかる。私にもメーガスはいたが、そいつも子供のような人物だった。
Nelly, that clown, I don't think I've ever heard you refer to someone so badly.
いいえ、彼は例外です。あれはとんでもない老人だった。尊敬していたし、親愛も感じていましたが、同時にあらゆる厄介事のもとでした。彼のいたずら好きさえなければ、もう少しまともな時代になったでしょう。
Wow, that's something else. He sounds like trouble for sure.
悪人でした。加えてその色ごとに弱いというか、愛の多い人物というか、結局最後にそれがあだとなって幽閉されてしまいましたが、あの老人のことです。きっと今でものんきに愛を語っているのでしょう。
I can't tell if she is fed up or ready to laugh. Selber both openly speaks of her past and seems to swallow back on saying more. And after a brief silence.
シロ、あなたの半身はどうなっているのです？
With an earnest, concerned gaze, she pushed me about something I don't want her to know about. What, you knew, Saber?
あれだけ皿を割っていれば誰でも気がつきます。それでどうなのです？見たところ異常があるのは半身だけのようですが。
No, it's not like there's something wrong with it. It's just numb. I explained to her about how my body felt. Weird since this morning, how it doesn't affect my physical ability at all, and how the cause must be the feedback from last night's projection magecraft. Saber looks at me with uneasy eyes. When I try to smile back at her to tell her everything is fine,
体の大部分が麻痺したままか。当然といえば当然だな。
the red knight appears standing in the doorway.
ハーチャー。
Saber turns quickly, protectively placing herself between us. To her, he is an enemy who attacked me. And he is also an enemy to me.
理想を抱いて溺死しろ。
Those words that he said before he slashed me would not get out of my head.
何用だアーチャー。我らは互いに不可侵の協定を結んでいるはず。己が主の命を守るのなら早々に立ち去るがよい。
Archer doesn't answer and steps in closer.
止まるがいい。それ以上進むのならば相応の覚悟をしてもらおう。
Saber's hostility turns outright violent. No, hold on, Saber. He is not trying to fight. And we can fight here.
それはそうですが、シロ。
It's fine. What do you want, Archer? You didn't come here just to say hello, right? I move Saber aside and confront Archer. Ugh, I still don't like this guy. Our perspectives are different, but there are also no doubts that I just can't instinctively stand him. A chill runs up my spine the moment I see his face. It just seems like we are born to hate each other or to always be enemies. Hey, if you don't have any business, get out.
投影をしたとリンから聞いていたが、やはりそうか。半身の感覚がなく、動作が中寄りに7センチほどずれているのだろう。
I clamped down on a guess. Archer's observation is so accurate that it is scary.
体を見せてみろ。力になれるかもしれん。
Archer reaches out. No, stop, Saber. I just have to show you my body, right? I take my shirt off and show Archer my back. Archer silently places his hand on my back. A slight pain. The left half of my body, which was numb to any sensation or pain, feels hot, as if I got stabbed by a needle.
運のいい男だ。壊死していると思ったが、閉じていたものを開いただけか。これならば数日もすれば回復しよう。
I opened up what was closed.
そうだ。お前は勘違いをしているようだがな。魔術回路とは作るものではなく表すものだ。一度作ってしまえば、あとは表面に出すか出さないかのものでしかない。そのような勘違いをしているから、本来使われるはずの回路が放棄され、眠っていたのだ。お前の死や倫には考えられない盲点だろうよ。まっとうな魔術師ならば、通常の神経そのものが回路になっている異端など知りもしまい。お前の麻痺は一時的なものだ。今まであったというのに使われていなかった回路に全開で魔力を通した結果、回路そのものが驚いている状態だろう。
Der Blick von Saber auch im
だ
Hintergrund.
が何にせよ、放棄されていた区画に風が通ったのだ。いずれ神経は通常の機能を思い出すし、放棄されていた回路はこれで現役に戻ったということだ。
The needle steps my back again. I heard a definite thumping from the half of my body that was numb all day.
こんなところか。体が動く頃には以前よりはマシな魔術師になっているだろう。何にせよ、俺の刀を作るなど初めにしては欲張りすぎだ。
For the first time, sagt er. Archer, let's go.
では、シロの体に異常はないと。
今までが異常だったのだ。いや、異常を眠らせたまま終わるのが正常な人間のせいだ。その点で言えば、エミやシロはすでに異常だが。まあいい。ともあれ、明日一日は魔術を使おうと思うなよ。治りかけた神経が焼き付いたら、麻痺では済まん。
詳しいのですね、アーチャー。
似たような経験があってな。私も初めは片腕を持っていかれた。新しい魔術を身につけるとは、そういうことだ。
He turns and tries to leave. Hold on. I stop him. I want to know his true intention of helping me now, after trying to kill me before.
なんだ、セイバーに頼み込んで、いつぞやの続きでもするつもりか。
I wouldn't do such a thing. I just want to ask you the meaning of what you said before. Drown in your ideas. The meaning of that. The uneasiness that set it in the back of my mind won't go away unless I hear it from his
言
mouth.
葉通りの意味だ。付け加えるものはない。
There's no hesitation in his declaration. Archer seriously replies without an ounce of hesitation. Oof. That pisses me off so much that my vision goes wide. Then what about you, Archer? You say not to hold onto any ideas, but what are you fighting for? Every servant has their own objective, right? Then what's the reason you fight? If you don't have any ideas, what do you fight for?
知れたこと。私の戦う意義は、ただ己のためのみだ。つまらぬ正常、大義、理想。そんな不確かな意義など偽物だ。剣を取るのは、ただ己が欲望の成就のため。それ以外に理由などない。
For yourself only, you said?
そうだ。お前の欲望が誰も傷つけないという理想であるのなら好きにするがいい。そんなに他人を救いたければ救えばよかろう。ただしそれが本当にお前自身の欲望ならばな。
What? My mind freezes. What did he just say?
自分の意志で戦うのならばその罪も罰も全て自分が生み出したもの。だがそれが借り物の意志であるならお前の唱える理想は空想に落ちるだろう。
Er weiß ganz genau, was bei Shiro abgeht. In other words, it is a fake.
戦いには理由がいる。だがそれは理想であってはならない。理想のために戦うのなら救えるのは理想だけだ。そこに人を助ける道はない。
Ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich jetzt hier einfach mal diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.